Welcome to the North Shore of Kauai. Past few days, the girls and I have joined my aunt and her mom to explore the best of Kauai. From the Na Pali Coast to the rainforest, it is incredibly beautiful here. We are now driving through Princeville and heading for the Hāʻena State Park. Focus. Aloha from Hawaii. Welcome back, beautiful people, to the wonderful island, Kauai. The Kalalau Trail is one of the highest rated in the world, traversing rugged cliffs, tropical jungles, and streams, and taking you to secluded beaches along the Na Pali Coast. Today we are doing the shorter 4-mile version. We are driving up the North Shore and stopping first for breakfast. The drive takes you out to Hanalei Valley, which is right, of course, next to Hanalei Bay. And this is one of those spots on Kauai that is often used in movies, usually to represent Vietnam. It is spectacularly beautiful, stunningly so. But those are actually not rice paddy fields, which is what I thought. Those are taro fields, as in the purple potato that is native to the local Hawaiians. It was really worth the stop. But from there, we drove on to the Hanalei Bread Company, which is like this little breakfast nook in Hanalei itself. This place, the line was like a 40-minute wait, and it was definitely probably the most popular breakfast spot on the island. It was good food. It was a little expensive. You did get 100% Kona coffee, which was pretty cool. But the girls and I are spoiled by living on Oahu, and Oahu has amazing food. So take it or leave it. There are better options in terms of price throughout the island, or you could go here and, it was a nice treat.
I had a strawberry waffle. I had a strawberry waffle, Alex.
What do you guys get? The apple and ricotta?
And the avocado. And that's on gluten-free bread.
So let's begin this epic adventure.
Onward!
To get to Hāʻena State Park, you need a reservation or you need to be a local resident. Kame'aina. So we checked in, we have reservations for this place. And as we were coming in, we could see the waterfalls in the distance. It was so beautiful. I am a state resident. If some members of your party are not state residents, you need a reservation. And they really encourage you to use the bus. So the parking lot for the bus was actually right down the street from the Hanalei Bread Company. Parked right there, porta potties, and then you load onto the bus that actually drives you through to the rest of the way to the state park. Oh, look how beautiful that is. That is amazing. That's under him. Woo! Look how beautiful that is. It is very windy and cold, I'm not gonna lie, but we're heading to a beach, Ke'e Beach, which is famous for a lot of movies. It's almost like rice paddy fields, but I think it's taro. Yeah, you get there, right? It is stunningly beautiful the second you get off that bus. Honestly, it was stunningly beautiful during the bus ride. But be ready to get wet, because again, unless you're coming in maybe August or September, this is a very rainy island, and the day that the girls and I went there was no exception. So this little path takes you past the taro fields to Ke'e Beach. Ki'i Beach is one of those very secluded beaches. It's supposedly one of the top rated beach to snorkel at. And that's what I was originally thinking that we were gonna be doing that day. I brought our snorkel gear. I didn't bring my hiking stuff. I was ready to get in that water, rain or shine. And my aunt though, we got there and she sees the trailhead for Kalalau Trail. But she's like,
let's do this.
And Ethel's like,
We'll hang out with the girls.
she's like, no problem.
Mom was like,
I guess I'm going hiking. So we got the girls set up, got Ethel set up. They seemed quite content. The girls were ready to play in the sand. They love it, can't get enough of it. And I brought my water bottle and that was it. And like Carrie and I headed on this trail. And what's kind of funny about this is I literally had a conversation with a gentleman on the bus and he was talking about doing this hike with his wife. And he's like, oh yeah, the first mile is straight up, second mile is straight down, you get to the beach and then you straight back and then like, I was like, oh, you know, and like Rudy, Rocky, it's gonna be a challenging day for them. And I was like, man, good luck, best of luck to you, we're going snorkeling. Little did I know that that is what I would be doing. So busting a move, our goal was to be back within 2 hours. And this is not no like bicycle path, okay? This is very rocky, very rooty, and very muddy. And that gentleman on the bus was not wrong. It was straight up, straight uphill for the first mile.
We're just gonna hike to the
Hanakapi'ai Beach.
Beach.
Did you get that? Got it.
We're focused on not the camera.
Did we make it? Waffle. Right? Wow, look at this. This is so beautiful. I'm sorry. This is a very shaky camera footage day. Should have brought the GoPro for this, but it's okay. You guys get the idea. It's not a smooth hiking trail. We're really in the rainforest now. Gone. A stream crossing. There's Anna, about ready to go up again.
Hopefully this turns out. I don't know if you all can appreciate the beauty behind the camera, but it is incredibly beautiful here.
Yeah. That guy looks ripe and ready. Like you have to put it at a wide angle to appreciate the scene. Constant stream of helicopters. Look at those waves.
we were trying to make time, right? So literally, like, I would hike, whip out the camera, take some video. Hopefully you guys can appreciate just like how rocky and rooty this was. And because I was just wearing wearing my hiking sandals, I was having to like dance or attempt to float over these rocks and roots as much as possible. It was definitely a dance for sure, but we made really great time. And before we knew it, we were at pretty much like the make or break point, which is this stream crossing that you have. And it easily can flash flood there. And so you have to be very careful crossing it and knowing like when it's safe to do so. But right across from that is, you know, the bathroom and the beach. Now, all the photos and the videos that I've seen of this beach are that it's got some nice, beautiful sand and there's like a sea cave, and especially on Instagram, no one else seems to be there, at least on Instagram. Yeah, that day there were a lot of people, and the swell from the ocean, man, there was no beach. It was just a rock pile, and there was no way you were getting close to that current, like on that day. That's okay, it was still beautiful, and we had to make time anyway, so we literally turned right around, crossed that stream again, which was really actually nice to cool off, because we started right back up, going straight back uphill for the next mile.
In the jungle. These are the edible flowers. It started downpouring, and all I could think of was like poor Ethel with my two crazy children stuck in the pouring rain. So Carrie and I just started booking as fast as we could, and literally like people were like, dang, like you're already back, you're already passing us. Like, yeah, like they're like, you're going really fast, and oh my God, you're wearing sandals. Like, yeah, like fortunately I did not face plant. I did not trip. There was a couple like, my ankles definitely felt that hike because of all the balancing that we had to do on those rocks with sandals. But we made it, man, we made it. The girls were so soaked. They were cold, they were slightly cranky, but it was another epic adventure for sure. Like, such a contrast from all the other islands that we've been to, right? Like, this was much more of like your rainforest or your tropics, and with it a lot of rain.
But you guys did it. We need to go have lunch somewhere.
Somewhere that's not air conditioned.
your body's missing.
So this hike is just stunning. You are pretty much on the Na Pali Coast, hiking down this thing, looking down on the Pacific Ocean. The deep blue water on the Na Pali Coast is just so beautiful. And then you have this tropical rainforest jungle, so lush and so full of life, and contrasting to this deep blue sea and the cliffs right there. It really was epically beautiful. Injury-free, we made it to the bus. Ethel seemed to do really well with the girls. She seemed to enjoy her time, and I am very grateful that she watched them, because I don't think that we would have made good time at all with the girls. It would have been a lot slower, and it would have been challenging for sure. Not that they couldn't have done it, but since the prior day we had just done the hike and kayak out to Secret Falls, it would have been a lot to ask to do them like back to back for the girls. But I'm happy that I went with Carrie.
Nope, come on.
Not finished though. We headed over to Hanalei Bay, and this is where you see all the people go out on this beautiful pier and they jump off and epic drone shots. Not that day. Yep, it was storming, windy, but you know what? Kudos to everyone there. They were still surfing, and it looked like an excellent beginner surf spot. The waves were perfect for beginners. It looked like there was this long, sandy beach out, so it's not like you were like crawling over the reef or having to worry about getting hit by the reef. That was pretty nice to see. Like, I think if we had a longer trip, I would have, one, snorkeled at Ki'i Beach, and two, I would have done either surfing lessons or jumped off the pier at Hanalei Bay. So if you guys are planning a trip to Kauai, you should look into those things.
I'm sorry if the camera wavered, I was laughing. I was like laughing, so I was like doing this. So you can jump in with this.
Yeah, we were stuck in traffic from 3-6. We were singing songs.
Each other's company. Yeah, that's what we were doing. We were singing Disney songs.
It was bad. It was a lot of traffic. But alas, we headed back. We met up with Shay again, and it was Carrie and Ethel's last night on Kauai. The girls and I were gonna stay for a couple more days to explore, mostly because all we're doing is island hopping back to Oahu, right? And it was nice to spend one more dinner with everyone. We went on this like hunt for places to eat. I highly encourage you guys to maybe plan out dinner a little more advanced, but it was getting a little complicated. Everything was requiring reservations in Kauai. This was probably one of the biggest hurdles. I've never gone on a vacation before where everything required reservations. I mean, if you wanted to go to the lighthouse, you need to get a reservation. If you want to go to the botanical gardens, you need a reservation. If you wanted to do Hāʻena State Park, reservation. Na Pali Coast, reservation. The mountain tubing where you're going down that natural lazy river, reservation. And because of that and how far you're driving and trying to plan out your day, it almost became like not relaxing. And so we chose not to make too many reservations, where it was only like one reservation a day, and then everything else, like, we just kind of figure it out. But because of that, we ended up eating at this like Japanese burger place, and it was really good, and it was very affordable. Would I recommend it? No, but hey, if you're in my situation where you can't seem to find anything else, it's there for you. On the next video, the girls and I are going to be joining the Allerton and McBride Gardens. From there, we are going to go to Waimea Canyon and see the Grand Canyon of the Pacific and do a couple other things. The goal was to camp, and we'll see if that actually happened. Mahalo for watching, you guys. And hey, like, I really appreciate all of the comments. You guys have been engaging a lot, and that really helps me keep going. Side note, behind the scenes, since we got back from Kauai, I've been working a lot, more than normal. And so juggling family life and work, it's kind of crushed the creative time that I had. But things are kind of balancing back out, and summer is coming. And so I really appreciate all of your patience through that. You know, believe it or not, YouTube is not my main job. And so I'm just grateful when you guys do comment and that you watch this. It is so cool to bring you guys along. Thank you.